The lifting of sanctions is part of these talks, not their outcome. Those who are dealing with the issue understand the difference between the two very well. It is an American ruse. Americans say we make a deal with you and then look at your behavior and remove sanctions. That is unacceptable.
Well, Charles, a lot of people on the Hill feel like the deal, and this is from both sides of the aisle, feel like what they know of the deal to them is unacceptable. And the Ayatollah also quoted as saying, "Death to America."
When you have this overwhelming majority of the House, 81% of the House, a strong majority of Democrats in the House writing this letter, and it's not equivalent, it's slightly softer than the Senate letter, but it's addressed to the president, it's addressed openly rather than addressed the way the Senate letter was to the Iranians. But when you have that majority in the House, you have a strong element in the Senate, overwhelming majority in the Senate opposing this deal. You've got the allies, the Gulf Arabs against it, you have the Israelis against it, and you have public opinion strongly against it. You've got Obama standing alone against all of this, which is almost historically unique, except for Woodrow Wilson and the League of Nations, and we know how that turned out. You really can't do a deal of this magnitude essentially unilaterally, which is how Obama has been acting. And the fact that you have the Ayatollah speaking so contemptuously, so aggressively about the deal, when you heard Obama in his speech last week on the Persian New Year, with his outstretched hand to beseeching the Iranians to come and to make a deal with him, you realize who's the aggressor here, who's got the upper hand here, who is desperately in search of a deal, and who knows, the Ayatollah knows, he's got a president who's willing to cave.
And just a little bit of the letter from you mentioned more than 80% of the House, Democrats and Republicans alike, saying Iran's record of clandestine activity and intransigence prevents any trust in Iran. Indeed, a top State Department negotiator has told Congress that deception is part of Iran's DNA. Even during the period of negotiations, Iran has illicitly procured nuclear technology, which your administration quickly sanctioned. We'll see how they respond to that.